Back with you again for another movie night review number 195, called Box 616 or Box 616. It's a short film. This one is, I want to say it's a horror film, not so much sci-fi, but horror film. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the short film review. Um, so a man inherits a box from his grandfather, and it is on a bank vault with documents and an audio, and he had it for 70 years lease. All right. So he goes to pick up the key and walk into the vault, and there's a man there, and he signs all the information over to him, and he has to wait there at the door. The door has an alarm, and it locks, or it doesn't lock, it just has an alarm. It goes off every 10 minutes. So he stands at the door, and he's waiting on him to look at all the information. Now when he goes into the information, there is some information about not so much extraterrestrial, but dimensional information on that he feels reality is not what it seems to be, and that he's able to do some things dimensionally. And he said there's an audio that shows the last few minutes or 10 minutes, or yeah, the last few minutes of transmission on the ones that were there. Okay. And he wants his grandson to look it over. All right. So he opens up everything. Something happens. The door is already closed because the attendant has closed it. And then lights flicker, and then the shifting happens, and he sees his grandfather, and the grandfather is almost looks like half man and half reptilian. And there's a giant-sized monster cockroach or some kind of bug behind him. And it starts banging one of them at the door, and the attendant is outside the door with a shotgun, and that's the last of the movie. All right, so the subject of this of my talk here is conventionally, called conventionally. If I'm going to go somewhere with you, don't show all your skin. Just don't do it. There's already too many people that already has said they don't like you that much. So if you come up to me scratched up or flicked or flickered or below the melting belt of people's animosity, then you are not saying the same thing that I'm saying. So if you come to me in a flesh manner that only says bugs and ridding tools and acid joints that only do plastic and reptilian, almost demonic, but if it's not a lot of demon type of things happening, then it's just a man saying that he is scared and he wants someone to help him. Do not come to me in that ghost way that has a lot of light to it. All right. So, I'm going to repeat the title, but I'm going to give it a different one. Dastardly. If you are dastardly seeking your own self or conventionally recommending your own self to me, then you only represent yourself to me in a manner. Do not come to me in that manner. All right. It's too much going on in the world for people to understand each other anyway. So when that one comes up, I say do not. But if I say it a lot, yes, because man doesn't have a ridding agent on his face that says he's the bug and that a bug is chasing him. All right. If it is a bug that's chasing a man, the man is no longer chasing the guy. All right. The man is no longer after the person. It's now the bug is after the man. And the man still isn't saying he's the one responsible for the people saying that there's a man at him, that the man's going to get you. All right. So once the man doesn't get you and he doesn't have the stuff on his face because the plastic is all clear, we all recognize that his plastic cards and his plastic ways and his plastic wife and his plastic ideology and his plastic at his doctor's place is all what that stuff is, until his soul is the same as the bug, so it doesn't come in the dimensional center of your existence to do something other than money or something that is at a bank. And when the guy, or when his grandfather gave him all of it, that is the grandfather. So why would he want to know his relative that hasn't been around that long anyway, that has only a bug to show him? All right. So all in all, it's an okay movie for you to dastardly not be a being of something that's that light, but not to be so regarded here. If you're regarded over there, okay. But if you're regarded, if you're like walking into a stream, don't do that.